Hey guys, it's your girl Lashes Tony XO. How are you guys doing? I feel like it's been 2 weeks since I filmed a video, so a lot has passed in 2 weeks, guys. So I got a couple of requests to do a Chatty Get Ready With Me using some new products and telling you guys about my broke rib, about my son's marriage, about our new house. Oh, and I wanted to talk to you guys about my birthday that just recently happened a few days ago. How my grandmother's doing, how I'm doing with my broke rib. I wrote some notes down. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? So I just have, it's just going to be a very chatty get ready with me. So I'm going to try to pull some new products to play with to get, it's been a while since I filmed, guys. But look how adorable this stinking cup is. Okay, I will try to link it. I got it from Target, and I got 2 or 3 of these bad boys. They are perfect for iced chais, iced coffees, iced tea, whatever you want to put in here. But I like to make iced chais at home. My new favorite drink is iced chai, and I'll either add pumps of different flavors. Like this one is 3 pumps of brown sugar, which is what I get from Starbucks. You'll thank me for it. The one I make from home is an iced chai with 3 pumps of caramel. Delish. You'll thank me for that one too. I have tried the Starbucks one. It's the iced chai. This right here is like a rubber straw. Super cute. Dishwasher safe. The lid just kind of pops on. It's plastic, not glass. And I got a couple of these from Target. I can link it. My jumper today, you guys, I'm obsessed. I will link the little boutique I found on Instagram. I buy most of my clothes online. But this is the cutest little jumper. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys how freaking adorable this jumper is. Could you die? I think I posted, look, these are the pants. They're wide leg. It's like kind of like a kimono jumper, if you will. So super stinking cute. So if you guys didn't know, my daughter-in-law, I can say that now. My daughter-in-law does my hair, and she did my extensions. So I have extensions, and she showed me, you know, how to make them. I ordered some new ones. Obsessed. I will try to link those as well. They're called halo extensions. So basically they have like this halo thing that you put in your hair with, and then there's clips in the back, but the front part just makes your hair, it's like this little thin band that you can't even see. It's amazing. So it's very, very easy. They have different lengths. I think I got 16 inches. I don't like super long hair on me. I just like it to come to about boob area. That's long enough for me. And I like it because my hair is super thin. The older I get, the less hair I have. And so I just like to, you know, thicken up my hair and stuff. So I will link my hair extensions, my outfit. What else did I say? My cup. So, yeah, I got my hair done. We went blonder, a little more ashy, blonder. And the name of my color of my extensions, I will link those as well. So that's everything to start off this long chatty get ready with me using new products. I do have, oh my gosh, you guys, I have 3 humongous hauls coming up. If that is your jam, you need to subscribe to my channel. This is going to be a super chatty, long video about, I wrote down some notes about what to talk about because I know you guys have been wanting to know what's going on. And let's get started because, like I said, this is probably going to be a 45-minute video. So if you don't like long chatty videos, this might not be your jam. But I just figured, you know, I haven't really been on YouTube constantly. Like, I mean, I started off like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make sure to post 3 times a week. Woo, woo, woo. Just has not happened for me, guys. Alright, so lately I've been obsessed with this, the milk gripping, well, the Hydro Grip Primer. This, oh my gosh. This is awesome if you have oily combo skin, or even if you have dry skin, because it says Hydro. But I love this for just keeping my makeup lasting a very long time. So I've just been basically putting it all over. I'll put this on first. I've already done my skincare and everything, but I'll put this on before I put on my pore primer, because you guys know, like, that's like I have to have a pore primer. It's just, there's no getting around that. But this is super tacky, so I just kind of like smear it in and then let it get tacky. Make sure I have it like all over and let it sink in. And then I will apply my primer, my pore primer in my T-zone area. So I've been really liking this. If you guys haven't tried it and you need something to keep your makeup all day, I think I did a video a while back, maybe last year, whenever COVID like first came around. Obviously it was 2019, but whenever COVID like first started, I did a video about mask proof makeup. I'll try to link it if I can find it, and I think I had like an e.l.f. Like a dupe version of this one, because I've tried this in a sample before. I really liked it. I never purchased a full size of it, so I liked the e.l.f. one, but after trying this one, this is my favorite one. This one really grips your makeup, so love that. And I repurchased this. This was, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you guys know, like, this was one of my first pore filling primers I've ever purchased. It's the Dr. Brandt Pore Refiner Primer. The only thing about this is it's really pricey. It's $45, and now after trying so many over the years, honestly, I feel like drugstore is just as good. Like, my favorite drugstore pore filling primer, if you're looking for one, I would say go with that L'Oreal one. It's only like 11 or 12 bucks, and it really fills in your pores. That is one of my all-time favorites, thanks to a subscriber who told me about that. I would have never known about that. But this one is kind of like the Professional. It has that like color to it. So it also has a kind of a herbal, maybe not herbal. Yeah, I would say it has kind of like an herbally or some type of skincare smell to it. It smells like it's good for your skin. It has a interesting smell. But basically I just use this to, like I said, T-zone, cheeks, nose, not forehead, but like right here and a little bit on my chin. And I just like to blend out. I usually will, especially around my nose, my nose and my cheeks I feel like are the worst. So I just kind of push it into my skin. Well, first and foremost, I want to talk about my broken bone situation, because a lot of you guys like tell the story about how you broke your rib. It's kind of a stupid story. It's one of those freak accident things. Like, if I tried, I don't think I could ever do it again. It's like one of those freak weird things, you know? It's like when people get struck by lightning, it's like it rarely happens, or a shark bite, it rarely happens. I mean, who falls off their bed and breaks their rib? You know? I will say, in my defense, I'm not a total, like, dumb blonde or anything. My husband had jacked up our bed because it had broke when we first moved here. It broke. And so my husband, being a, like, fixer-upper guy, was like, I'm just gonna, you know, instead of getting a new bed, I'll just go up under and rebuild the structure. Well, he rebuilt it alright, but it's like, okay, I'm short, right? Like, I'm 5'2", 3 if I'm wearing heels. And so trying to get in a bed that's as tall as you are is insane. So basically, I kind of have to do a little run and jump when I get into my bed. And okay, so what happened was, it was like early morning. And Harrison wasn't here. Nobody was here but me and the dogs, because Harrison was helping me out, and he was staying with my grandmother. Sometimes my kids will help me out and give me a break. So Harrison was staying with my grandmother for a little while I was at home, so I have to come home every now and then, obviously clean my house, try to film or do whatever I need to do for myself. So nobody was here, and that rarely happens. Somebody is usually here with me, but I was totally alone. Okay, and it was like, I want to say, it's really hard for me to talk and do makeup, but we're gonna try this. All right, I'm like half asleep. It's like between 6 and 8 in the morning. I'm not a morning person, you guys. So I hear her barking. I'm laying flat in the bed, right? And remember, my bed is like 5 foot tall. Okay, so I'm laying in bed. I hear the dog barking, and being like a mom, I'm like, reach down, not realizing how far that reach is, reaching down on my right side, and there I go. Totally just blacked out, because it was like I was in a car crash or something. It was like, I have never experienced anything like that in my life. You guys, I'm telling you, it was like, I can't even explain. It was being hit. I don't even know. It's like I blacked out. I don't even know what I hit, how I hit, where Harley was at the time. It's like, it happened so fast. I could not react. So when I fell, like I said, I don't know what I hit. I do have like okay, the bed's like 5 foot tall, right? And I said I'm like 5'2", 5'3" in heels, but like, so I'm short. So the bed's like as tall as me, right? So I'm laying completely flat in the bed. Harley's in the floor barking, and I'm reaching over, reaching. Okay, smacked something. So I have like a dresser, or not a dresser, what do you call it? Like a little end table by the bed table, side table, where I have all my stuff on it. It has a sharp corner right there. Beside that, I have a place where I keep my purse, my computer, all that stuff there. That has a hard thing on it as well. I have like 2 bins stacked up of clothes I don't wear. It's like that hard plastic bins with, you know what I'm talking about, like the ones you buy at Lowe's and Home Depot. They have never been unpacked since I've been here. So it's just like clothes I don't wear, or different seasons. So they were stacked there. Then I have a vanity, a wood vanity right there. So all around this area is hard surfaces. So I don't know exactly what I hit. But when I fell, I took all the cover with me. I don't know where Harley was, if I hit her, I don't know. She didn't say anything. It was like I blacked out for a second. I remember like being like, ow, and like just like in intense pain. I remember like I had hit the back of my ear, and someone told me that if you hit like the back of your ear, it can actually make you black out for a second. So I hit I hit the back of my ear. I hit my right breast, and then like right up where my rib is, right? So it was like, I don't even know what I hit. It was just boom, like that. Like you don't even know, like something hits you so hard, you don't even know what happened, right? I was in shock for a few minutes. I was sitting there like, ow, and like, what happened? Like, I don't understand. I'm in so much pain right now. Like, I'm literally, I had my arm just kind of tightly wrapped around myself because I was in so much pain. I didn't know like what I had done. My first reaction was, oh my gosh, I busted my breast implant. I didn't hit the left side, it was just the right, but the pain was so intense, and I was like, I told my husband, I busted my implant. I need to go to the hospital. He's like, what did you do? And I said, I fell off the bed. He was like, oh, well, you fell off the bed. Like, that's no biggie. He's like, you just probably bruised yourself. That's the way my husband is. He's one of those people that, like, very logical, like, you're fine, you'll be okay. If you cut yourself, you're like, you're good. You don't even need stitches. Just put a Band-Aid on it, you'll be okay. That's the way he is. So I called my mom, frantic, like, Mom, nobody's here. I fell off the bed. I think I busted an implant. Like, seconds. She was, like, already in the car, like, rushing to my aid. And she didn't even hang up the phone. She was so flustered that I could hear her driving with the radio on, like, she gets here. She lives 30 minutes away, by the way. She gets here, and she's like, come on, we're going ugly. And if you don't know what that means, like, legit, my mom's like me. Like, we don't go anywhere usually without makeup on and stuff. And she had no makeup on. She didn't even have a bra on. She had left the house so quick. And she was like, come on. And she was like, what happened? I told her, and she's like, we're going ugly. I'm like, okay. So I had no makeup on. I had my pajamas on. I threw some shoes on, got my purse. Called my husband, said, my mom's here, I'm going to the hospital for some tests to see what's going on. This is the texture of the Huda glowish, yeah. And I think it'll match with the self-tan. Now, if I didn't have a self-tan, I would definitely, it feels thicker too than I thought it would be. I thought it would be super runny, but it feels thicker. It doesn't have a smell to it, which I know a lot of people will appreciate. And I like to use my BK Beauty 101 brush for skin tints or any type of cream. This is an amazing brush, you guys. So anyway, so my mom, ooh, it is kind of dark. Okay. Well, I might take it back and get a lighter shade. I think I'm going to go this weekend to Sephora because I bought an eyeshadow palette and when I got home it was broke. So I have to go there anyways. I'm probably going to return this and get a little bit of a lighter shade because most of the time I'm not self-tan and I'm lazy with my self-tanner, so this is going to be too dark. Anyway, my mom takes me to the hospital. So I get there and I probably had to wait like 30 minutes. Not too bad. So I get there and talk to the doctor. It's a female doctor. Talk to her and she's like, what happened? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm just really worried I busted an implant because my bed is really, really high off the bed and I completely was trying to pick up my dog and half asleep and just completely fell and blacked out and hit, the side of my ear and hit my left, my right side with my breast and all that. And so she's like, okay, lay down. We're gonna feel where, you tell me if it hurts, all that good stuff. So I lay down, which was really hard to do. I was just like, so I lay down on the bed and she starts feeling around my breast. She's like, does this hurt? I'm like, yeah, a little bit. It's a little sore. And then she pushes down on my rib and I'm like, ah! And she's like, yeah, we need to do an x-ray right away. I'm like, okay. So I go get an x-ray done. Come back. She's like, okay, what's the good news or the bad news? I'm like, what's the good news? The good news is it doesn't look like you ruptured your breast implants, but you might want to go see your plastic surgeon and he can do a more thorough job or whatever. Knows more about implants than she does. So she was like, but it doesn't look like anything was ruptured with your implant. I'm like, okay, great. The bad news is your rib is broken in half. Your rib is broke. And I'm like literally going, what? she's like, have you ever had a car accident or surgery where they had to break your rib or something? Or if you were in a car accident and you broke your... I'm like, no. She's like, well, your rib is broke, hon. And I'm like, I had never in my life had a broken anything. I was always one of those kids, was super careful. Even as a kid, like, I never broke anything, right? And I was always one of those people that would, like, be super careful about, oh, let's, you know, don't do this, like, don't do that. Don't run with scissors. Like, I was always one of those kids. I never broke anything. And then when she said that I had a broke rib, I was like, okay. And then she's like, okay, here's the deal with a broke rib, honey. She's like, back in the old days, we didn't really know what we know today. So we would wrap it really, really tight if you had a broke rib. We would put you in the hospital or make you go on bed rest for a couple of weeks. But people would die from that because you would get pneumonia and blood clots. So today, when someone has a broken rib, we do nothing. It takes 8 weeks to heal a broken bone. And it's still, after 8 weeks, you will still be sore. You will still have issues with it. It will never truly recover. It's a broken bone. But you will feel better as time goes on. And I was just like in shock, like, huh? 8 weeks? What? I can't do nothing about it? They gave me 2 shots. One was pain and one was for inflammatory. After the shots, I felt better. And I could walk around without having to do, like hold myself. Like, I was basically doing it really tight because it felt better when I did it that way. So I was walking around and I didn't have to do that as much. Like, I mean, I was still sore, trust me. Like if I moved a certain way, I was like, ah! I had never broken anything though, so it's just like weird to me. But this is so dark, guys. I mean, it does match because I'm self-tan, but like, I'm gonna have to legit get a lighter shade. Okay, so 04 is too dark for me. So if you're my skin color, this skin color, it's too dark. I have a tanner on my neck, but not on my arms. I get really lazy with self-tanner, guys. Okay, so anyway, that was my my broken rib story. So after 2 weeks, I was still hurting and sore. I had a couple of episodes where, like, the first week was really bad. So when I went to the bathroom and had to wipe, I would literally cry because they gave me no pain pills. They don't prescribe pain pills anymore because of the drug thing that's going on right now in our world. It's like they're really trying to crack down on opiums and stuff like that. Like, people are really addicted to, pain pills and stuff, so they don't want to give pain pills these days. So she gave me a prescription for anti-inflammatory, which I appreciated anything, but I still had pain, obviously. Like, you have a broken rib, right? So now it's been, let's see, I think it's been 3 or 4 weeks now. And I feel like the more active I am, the better I feel. So basically that's what the doctor told me. She was like, don't, just baby it. Don't sit around. I know it's hard, but like, don't baby it, because you'll feel so much better if you legit, like, just keep active. Like, she's like, I promise you it'll get better. So yeah, she was totally right. Like, don't baby it. Like, the first week was the hardest. The second week, I still had moments where I would cry and be in pain. But after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, feel so much better now. Like, I can turn this way. I would say the second week, the first and second week was the hardest because I'm a side sleeper and I'm a right side sleeper. And so, like, going to bed was so freaking hard. Like, I could not fall asleep to save my life. So I had to lay on my back, which I have acid reflux. So it just, I just couldn't sleep. I was so uncomfortable. Like, I tried everything. I feel like it's kind of patchy right here. You guys see that? Looks like it's patchy right there. Don't know if I love this one as much as I love the other ones. And I'm going to do, like I said, either a battle of the skincare, of the skin tints, or either a ranking. Let me know in the comments which one you would like to see. But that is my story of my freak accident of breaking my rib. So, like I said, doctor said 8 weeks. It's been 3 or 4 weeks when you see this. Another thing I want to talk about, my son got married. Woohoo! So, I told you guys for a while now that my son was going to get married to Ashley, and I told you guys how much I loved her, and they've been dating for 3 years, guys, and it was time. Like, she has always to me been like part of my family. Like, she's always felt like a daughter to me. She's like one of those people, she's like so beautiful outside, but she's even more beautiful inside. And like, it's hard to say that about a lot of people. Like, you could say like, oh, she's beautiful, but like she's kind of a B, you know what I mean? But no, I don't have anything negative to say about Ashley. And I was so happy when my son called me and told me that they were going to get married. I cried because I was so happy. But the way they wanted to do it, they wanted to do it where he proposed. They wanted to be alone. They didn't want to spend their money on a big flu wedding, fancy wedding. So they did something so romantic, like it literally made me cry. They took 2 weeks together, went on a road trip. They love outdoors. They love mountains. So they went to like Colorado, to just all the Midwest places, up north. They just went to these beautiful areas. They went to Yellowstone. They just went to all these gorgeous places, and they love the wilderness, right? So they got married. Like, they went to some little place, got married, and they took their photos like in this gorgeous like scenery. It just looks picture perfect. But she did the photography. Like, she would put her camera up, and then they would, you know, pose, and then it would click up, you know, take the photo. So she did her own photography. She bought her own dress. She's planning her own reception. Like, we're doing like this big family and friends reception in, I think, in August. And so, like, all her friends, everybody that, obviously, nobody went to the wedding, so they want to do something for friends and family, a get-together where we're all, like, you know, celebrating them. And I've already ordered their wedding gift, which I'm really excited. I can't wait to give it to them. Haven't gotten it yet because it's something you had to get personalized, but I think they're going to be obsessed with it. So, I'm happy for them. Me and her are both Geminis. It's so crazy because my son was always like one of those people that would be like, you know, I don't want to marry anybody like my mom, but we're both short, we're both blonde, we both like, we have a lot in common, but I feel like we're opposite on a lot of and then there's, like I said, we have things in common. We love fashion and makeup. We are both Geminis. Her birthday is the 16th. Mine, I celebrated on the 19th, but it's actually the 20th. But since Father's Day was the 20th this year, I didn't want to take away from my husband, so I gave him my birthday, and then I had my actual party on the 19th, which, if you guys, oh my gosh, it rained on my birthday so hard that we legit, it was just a mess. Like, I almost canceled it because I had planned it to a T. Like, I want everybody to wear this color, and I want to take photos, and I wanted to go to this like exclusive restaurant, so we had made reservations a month in advance to go to this restaurant. And I was just really like, I had all these plans for my birthday. Like, I'm gonna get all these balloons, and I'm gonna do this and this. And like, everything just kept happening. Like, my son is allergic to, he got stung by a wasp, but they're like, it has this weird name. It's like, what are they called? They're called like guinea wasps or something like that. I've never heard of them. Anyway, he found out he was allergic. His hands swelled up like a balloon. He got really sick of his stomach. And my son was sick for my birthday, so he didn't even get to go to my birthday. It rained like so much that we had a flood warning. I'm telling you guys, like, there was a car accident where people got killed. It was the worst weather to have a birthday. My son, like I said, my son was sick. He couldn't go to my birthday, and it was just like, oh my gosh, it was a crazy day. Father's Day ended up being beautiful outside, like sunny. I was like, I'm so jealous. But anyway, it was crazy. Let me see what it looks like now that I've blended this in. You guys, this is going to be the longest video of life, so I apologize. But okay, so I had to let my camera rest. It got really hot. So basically, I just put some concealer on. Been using my Milani concealer, so that's what I used. It kind of helped lighten up the darkness, so that's what I used. And lately what I've been doing is contouring when my face is still, you know, sticky. Not powdering. Just go ahead and do all my cream products first, and then I powder, and then I apply the powder products over the cream so they kind of last a little bit longer. So I'll put like a cream blush, and then I'll put a powder blush over that. I'll put like a cream highlight, a cream contour, and then I'll put a bronze over it or something like that. So that's how I've been kind of doing my makeup lately. I know that you guys wanted to see, I did like a poll on Instagram, and you guys wanted to see, I asked if you wanted to see the Patrick Ta or this, the ABH Norvina number, I think, okay, this is number 4. I know they just came out with number 5, but I asked you guys if y'all wanted to see this one, and everybody said yes. But here's the thing, I ordered it through the mail and it came broke, so I'm not going to open it because the cat's talking. I'm not going to open it because I opened it yesterday and freaking one of the shadows, 2 of the shadows were broken, and one of the shadows just, as soon as I opened it, went everywhere. I had glitter everywhere. So I'm not even going to use this palette today. So sorry about that. I'm going to take it back. I don't even know if I'm going to repurchase that particular one. I think I might just get the Patrick Ta because the shadows, the glitter shadows were so soft that like, it just was such a mess. It was such a freaking mess. $60 palette ruined. So I'm kind of pissed about that. Taking that back ASAP, probably this weekend. So I officially have a daughter-in-law, and there were talk about future grandkids. We did have that talk. I can't wait. Obviously they're not pregnant, and they're, you know, hoping one day that they will have kids. And I'm excited for them. I think they'll be great parents, but no news right now. But excited for them. This right here is actually a drugstore, kind of like a drugstore dupe almost, for the Charlotte Tilbury. So if you guys are looking for a drugstore dupe, this one, my cat's trying to catch a bug. This is kind of like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury contour. It was kind of got made a little famous off TikTok, I guess. I haven't really been on TikTok that much. It's kind of not really my vibe anymore. Like, I was kind of into it when it first, you know, when it first kind of exploded, but now not really into it that much. But yeah, so basically just drawing some lines on my face. But this is like Makeup Revolution or Makeup Pro. I think it's Makeup Revolution. It's supposed to be an eye corrector, like an eye cream concealer type thing, a brightener. But I made sure to get like a deeper color and more like a cool tone. You can get If you want to use it as a bronzer or a contour, get either a warmer, cooler, darker color than your skin. And this was the only one I could find at my Ulta. So I've been using this a lot to contour. It's super easy just to draw on your face. Super easy. So I am going to use my 101 brush, my BK Beauty 101 brush, and just, it's super easy to blend this out. It does not dry fast at all, so you can just blend it. So like I said, lately I've been doing cream products first, and I feel like when you do cream first and then powder, your makeup kind of lasts longer. And so yeah, I've been enjoying doing that. Like I said, I had a great birthday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and all the kind words. But I want to say a big, huge thank you to one of my subscribers named Cynthia. She sent me, oh my gosh, I was so surprised. I was laying in bed and she had texted me. She was like, she DM'd me and she was like, did you check your email? And I was like, yeah, I've been, because she had messaged me like a while back. It was probably like on my birthday or before, even before my birthday. And she was like, check your email. And I was like, I was like, I cannot find the email that she's talking about. And I went through like all these, you know, when you go through your email, you have like spam and you have like junk and you have like all these different, so I had to go through like a million different emails trying to find what she was talking about. And then finally, late last night, I was like, let me go to this one. And I don't know, I can't remember where I found it, but it took me forever to find it. Finally found it. I clicked on it, and it was a gift card to Sephora for my birthday. Oh my gosh, Cynthia, you are the sweetest, kindest person ever. It was such a sweet surprise. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. You guys, thank you so much, Cynthia. That was the sweetest surprise. Like, I legit was like checking emails and I was like, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? And I finally seen her name and I clicked it. And it was like, happy birthday, you got a Sephora gift card, and thank you, Cynthia. Sorry, another phone call. Woo. Alright, so I'm just going to put, this is a very pigmented blush, by the way. I think I kind of went a little crazy. Basically, with this bright one, it's for darker skin, obviously, but I'm just going to use one dot. It's kind of a big dot, but I am going to use my favorite brush, which is the BK Beauty 101 brush. But anyway, what I was saying was, it was such a sweet thing to do, Cynthia. So, and I was going to tell you what I bought with the money. So, I bought another skin tint. Like, I need another skin tint. But I got the the new Tarte skin tint. So I'm really excited to get it. So it's all thanks to Cynthia. So I will be doing a review on my skin tint, you guys. If you're wanting to see that, let me know. Because I did pick up another skin tint thanks to Cynthia. So I do want to say that. My brows are, I don't know. I had them microbladed years ago. I want to say 2018 is when I had them done. And I didn't regret getting them done. I thought they looked good and everything, but I regretted how much they cost. It was like $500. And then on top of it, it was probably the most painful thing ever. It was like worse than getting a tattoo. And I have 4 tattoos, and literally it's like a tattoo on your eyebrow. And I didn't cry or anything, but it felt so painful. So I personally am not going to get my brows redone. You're supposed to do them every year. I was even supposed to go back to have filled, And it was free, but I didn't even go back to get them done for free because I was like, I don't want to go back. That hurt too bad. So that is not for me. Microblading is not. Going to get Botox. I'm so stoked. That is like my favorite thing to treat myself with is Botox and a hot rock massage. Those are like my two favorite like indulgence. Yeah, indulgence. So I'm gonna have sticking. So I'm gonna have my Botox done. I got a doctor's appointment. You guys, I have not got my COVID shot yet. I gotta make an appointment. Well, I go see my doctor and I'm gonna talk to her about it, like which vaccine or which one I should get. My family's kind of like half of them got the, I don't even know, can you talk about COVID on YouTube? Half my family got the Johnson & Johnson shot, and then half of my family got the original one, where you go twice to get shots, but I haven't got mine yet. And so me and Harrison's 20, so me and Harrison we're thinking about going to get ours. I just gotta set up an appointment to have it done. But I wanted to ask my doctor, like, since I do have certain health problems, like which one is best for me. So I want to I haven't even told her that I broke a rib, so I want to talk to her about all that good stuff and about what she recommends. I asked if they do the shots at her office and she said no. So, because I was just going to go ahead while I was there and get the shot, but she said they don't do the shots there, so I was like, okay, I guess I won't get my shot there. So I gotta go get my COVID shot whenever I make an appointment for that. And then I'm supposed to go get my mammogram again because, you know, since I have implants, I have to go more frequently. Plus I had like a whole cancer scare a couple years ago. It was a whole thing. So now I have to go every 6 months. So it'll be 6 months in July. I have to go back get another mammogram, which takes like, I hate doing it, especially with implants. It takes forever. So I got to do that. I just got a lot going on, guys. So when we moved out of our townhouse that we were renting, I told you, I posted like a picture of a house and I said, yay, we bought our new house, you know, we're moving, blah, 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 blah. Well, it fell through. The whole thing fell through. We did not get that home that I posted about. So we've been living in this home temporarily. This is one of our rentals. So we have a couple of rental properties. This is one of them. So we just moved here temporarily until we found our dream home. Well, we found it. And this is a for sure deal. But I didn't want to let you guys know until like I legit knew it was for, you know, for real this time. You know, who wants to cry wolf? You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want to be like a liar or anything. So we finally, I mean, I don't want to jinx anything because something could happen. You know, we haven't finished signing the papers or anything like that. But like legit, it's supposed to be like a for sure thing. And it's definitely my dream home, but it is a fixer-upper. So, it's the biggest house I have ever seen in my life. And basically, what happened was, it was a foreclosure home that the bank obviously got. And my husband is really good friends with the bank. The big bank, what do you call him? I don't know what you call him. The head bank guy. That's what you call him. My kids are home. The bank guy. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. It's the foreclosure bank guy. I don't know. Anyway. So, he told us about the house. He was like, you know, I know y'all been looking for a house or whatever. And so we went and looked at it, and I fell instantly in love with that house. It legit is perfect for our family. It has like 7 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. So my brother's gonna be living there. My son, my 2 sons. I will have my own beauty room where I can shut the door, legit shut the door. I'm really excited about it. But since the bank owns it, and we're trying to buy it from the bank, they had to, and it was like a fixer-upper and stuff. And the people, since they were being kicked out, all their stuff was in it. So the bank had to like take out all their stuff. When we looked at it, their stuff was still in it. So the bank had to take all their stuff out, and then they told us, you know, before we could move in or whatever, they were repainting, putting new floors. Some of the doors were messed up. The kitchen was messed up. So there was a lot of stuff that needed to be redone and stuff. So all that's being done as we speak, and we're supposed to get the keys to the house, which is closer to my son and his wife now. That sounds so weird. My son and his wife. So it's closer to them and further from where I am right now. But I'm still, I mean, it's still going to be the same. You know, like my husband and my son and everybody still works Tuscaloosa. So, you know, Tuscaloosa will always be a part of my life. It's not like I'm moving far, far away. It's like 30 minutes from here. But I will be doing, what is on my forehead? Oh, please tell me that's not a sunspot or a mole. I need to go get checked out. Oh, I didn't even notice that. What is that? Oh my gosh, I got a mole. It's like a weird sunspot mole thing. You guys, can you legit see that right there? Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to ask my doctor about that. That's kind of scaring me. Like, I've never noticed that. I've been really bad about putting my sunblock on lately too. So I'm kind of worried about that. Let me know if that looks weird to you. Okay. That freaked me out really bad. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to show you what the house looks like with no furniture in it, because I think that would be cool just to kind of show you. It's a really big house and I'm super stoked about it. So again, like 7 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. So excited. Another thing, my daughter-in-law is very big on she's very good at, what is the word? She's basically an interior decorator. That's like her hobby. I mean, obviously she does hair for a living, but like she legit, like all her friends call her for interior design questions. And I asked her, like, as soon as I thought we were gonna get the house, I was like, hey, I need you. So I gave her a bunch of pictures and stuff of kind of what I want for my house. And like, I didn't even know what to call it. I was like, hey, what do you even call this? Because she's like really good at like knowing what you call things. Like, you know, this is modern, or this is farmhouse, or this is traditional. And like, I'm really bad about all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I kind of showed her like pictures and things of what I want to do to the new house and stuff. And she was like, this is definitely, you're definitely more farmhouse modern. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go for. And I went and looked at some rugs, and I found some really cute patio furniture from Walmart.com. So they have really good patio furniture, Walmart.com. So I plan on getting some patio furniture because we have a huge patio, which I can't wait to decorate. Oh, I didn't tell you the best part. it has a lake in the backyard, like legit a lake. So I'm really excited. The boys are excited. I didn't want to get too excited because it's one of those things like, okay, if you get too excited and get your hopes up and you don't get something, it's like, it's devastating. So this is supposed to be a true legit thing. I mean, I'm telling you, like, any day now, we should be getting the keys and going to sign papers. So that is very exciting. All right, so this is the bronzer, the Huda Glowish. What is it called? Glowish Soft Radiant Bronzer. So bronzing powder. Anyway, I really like this one. It's really pretty. I like it for like an all over face. I got 303. I think it says tan. I don't know. I can't see. I gotta go to the eye doctor too. I have an eye doctor appointment in July. And me and Harrison both have to get our eyes checked. But mine, I feel like the older you get, you know, you can't see. That's a real thing, guys. Not made up. Alright, so I'm going to put some powder blush on and look and see what else I wanted to chat with you guys about. Sorry if this is 2 hours. If it's 2 hours, let me know. Like, is that going to bother you? Do you want to put me just in the background and be like, just let me talk while you do your chores? I can get this out. Okay, so I bought the NARS blush. It's a powder blush, but it's really pretty. I saw I follow, if I can speak, a lot of bloggers, beauty bloggers, fashion bloggers, house bloggers, not house bloggers, but like, I don't know, what do you call them? I don't know. I follow a lot of bloggers, and somebody I was following was talking about this color. And I was like, okay, that color is so up my alley. It's ridiculous. So this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. But it's called Orgasm X. It's darker than the original Orgasm. So we're going to play with this. If I can reach. Yeah. So I'm going to put some of this on. If you hear talking, the boys are home. So my brother and my son work together with my husband. And my oldest son works at a dentist office. So he works in the lab at a dentist office. He actually makes dentures, which is a really cool job. My youngest son, he does not work, but he's still trying to figure out, you know, what he wants to do and stuff like that. But my middle son loves what he does. He loves heating and cooling, what my husband does. So they're like two peas in the pod. 2 peas in a pod, is that how you say it? I need some more powder on my face because went a little crazy with the blush. I love blush. Blush is my jam. So we are going to go back in the Givenchy powder. Okay, so I just did tried the the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and oh my gosh, do you guys see the difference? I did do my Lancome first, but seriously, you guys, this Kush, it gives you volume and it gives you length. So I'm like super excited about this. This might be, dare I say, a new fave. I don't know, it looks pretty good. So we're gonna put some Lancome primer on. What happened? Oh, and then I want to tell you, my grandmother's doing great, you guys. She gets really nauseous in the mornings, and I mean, she's 80 something years old, but as far as like getting around, she uses a walker, and And, you know, we're there to make sure she doesn't have a fall, because she has fallen several times and it was not good. So we're basically there to make sure she doesn't fall and stuff like that, help her get things down. So and I like to help out with chores because she likes a very clean house, and she's just getting to where she can't really do certain things like take out the garbage. She's not supposed to walk out of her house because the last time she did, she fell and had to be hospitalized because she got really hurt. So she's not supposed to go get the mail. She's not supposed to go outside unless someone is literally holding her hand, helping her walk. Like if she has a doctor's appointment, her daughter will take her to the appointment, and she'll have to bring her wheelchair and all that kind of stuff. So it's like a whole thing. But my grandfather, who passed away right before Valentine's Day, his birthday is actually, and this was the first Father's Day that he wasn't here. So it was very hard for my grandmother and for, obviously, for all of us. But it was the first Father's Day that he wasn't here, and then his birthday is in June like mine, and his birthday is on the 29th, so I'm sure that's going to be a really hard day for my grandmother. It's going to be obviously his first birthday not here with us, so it's going to be hard for my grandmother. She's supposed to be, I think her daughter's going to take her to the grave, my grandfather's grave, and decorate it and put some flowers and stuff on his grave. But yeah, and if you hear talking in the background, my brother is like right outside my window. I don't know why he couldn't go further, but he's right outside my window talking to somebody. So I might tell him, excuse me, can you go a little further, unless you want everybody to hear what you're saying. There's some drama going on in my family right now. You know how family drama goes. So there's some drama going on in my family. So I think my brother's trying to deal with that. But like, he's legit loud. So look how much volume and length this mascara gives. And this mascara, I think it's the one that's been out forever. So if you guys have tried this, let me know. This might be on my next thing to purchase list, since I gotta take back the Huda Glow-ish. I always want to say Glotion. The Huda Beauty Glow-ish, I'm gonna take back that color and get a lighter color in that. And then I'm gonna take back the palette because it broke. And I also bought the Fenty Sauce something. I bought the wrong color in that as well. So I have 3 things to take back. So I think I'm going to pick up the full size of the Kush mascara because it is beautiful. It is so pretty. So when I go back this weekend, I will pick up that. So I'm excited. I really like this one. This is why minis are amazing, because you can try it out and be like, this legit is amazing, or you could be like, I'm so glad I didn't waste my money on that. You know what I mean? Like, I wish like everything came in the minis, because then you could try the mini, you know, skin tints, you could try the mini blushes or whatever, and then you would know like, okay, I don't like this, or I do like this, whatever. I think that would be super cool if like everything came in a mini. Alright, so this is the Makeup by Mario highlighter in Golden. You guys, just to tell you how pretty this is, it's just not even capable, like words can't describe. Like, can you see that? Like, oh my gosh. I tried this on at the store and I was like, are you serious? I was like, this is the prettiest highlighter I have seen in a long time. And I've been going a little bit more ham with my, did I say concealer? I think I just did. This is a highlighter, guys. This is not a concealer. So I've been getting a little bit more crazy with my highlight, but only like if I was going like out at night, like my birthday. I don't think I had this for my birthday though. This is so pretty though. So freaking pretty. And I would honestly put this on my lid, but I have mascara on. I think it would be so pretty as a shadow. Look at that. Ah, this is in golden. You have to pick this up. If I could recommend anything I've played with today, it would be the Makeup by Mario highlighter in golden and the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. These two are bomb. Bomb. Oh, and I really like the bronzer. It was really pretty. You guys know I like Rare Beauty. The bronzer was really beautiful from Huda. I do like the bronzer better than the skin tints. But yeah, now all I gotta do is spray my face and do my lips, and we will be legit finished. Even though I feel like this video has been like 500 hours long. It's Patrick Ta, and she is Proud lip liner, and she is Proud. Okay, so these lip liners, I have this one, and I found out this one is called She Is Bold. I've been saying She Is Strong for like a year now, but this one, She Is Bold, is the one I've had forever. It's darker, and the one I just bought is a more nude, and it's called She Is Proud. So they have 3 different ones. She Is Proud, She Is Bold, and I don't know what the other one is. I can't remember, but so I do like these. They are pricey for a lip liner, but they're mechanical. So basically all you do is pop it. There's a little clicker. So, but I mean, I don't know how much product's in here, so I can't tell you if it's like worth the money, but I do like that you don't have to sharpen it, and it does have like a really interesting tip on it. It's kind of like triangular. Ooh, she pretty. So it's a little bit lighter than She's Bold, which I wanted a more nude color. Last 2 products to use. This one is the Patrick Ta. Look how pretty that is. Like, ah. Alright, so this one is the lipstick in She's Single. So we're going to use that. Alright, then I got She's Secure, which is a lip gloss. And I got a little bit more of a, they had a true nude, and this one's a little bit more of a pinky nude. So we're going to use gloss. This one has a mint smell. You guys know I don't do gloss hardly ever, but I did, since we're not wearing masks as much and I am going to go get my shot, I was like, why not get something a little sexy? Maybe for date night or something? I don't know. So, She's Secure. But I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on in my life for the past month, because I have not filmed or posted in a while, and I haven't shot my stash, and I haven't talked to you guys since I broke my rib. So I wanted to update you guys on everything that's going on in my life, good, the bad, the ugly. I hope you enjoyed some of the new products that I just recently picked up, and I will try to link them for you guys. And if you're new to my channel, hello, please subscribe. All you have to do is hit that notification bell. Now first hit the subscribe button, then the notification bell. That's how you do it. Also, for my subscribers, I will be having a YouTube anniversary in July. It's my YouTube anniversary. I don't even know how long I've been on YouTube, you guys. It's been like maybe 6 years. I don't even know. But we're going to celebrate and have a good time. Woo-hoo. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway with 2 winners. And you're going to love it. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell because you never know when I'm going to post a video. Let me know what you thought of this long chatty. If you like these types of videos, I will maybe do one once a month to update you guys about what's going on. We'll just talk and chill, girl to girl. Since I don't do that much, I don't really do lives anymore. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you want to chat, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.